Okay, welcome to today's lesson. In this video, we're going to look at ideal gas equation. Ideal gas equation. So, first of all, what is an ideal gas? An ideal gas is a hypothetical gas. When you say something is hypothetical, it means that the thing is not real, right? So, an ideal gas is a hypothetical gas or a perfect model of gas, right? So, the word ideal simply means something is very perfect, and you know the world is far from perfect. There is nothing that behaves perfectly. So an ideal gas again is a hypothetical gas or a perfect model of gas used to simplify calculations. So it's that perfect model of gas that is used to simplify calculations. So if I ask you what is an ideal gas, you simply tell me that an ideal gas is a hypothetical gas or a perfect model of gas used to simplify calculations. Usually an ideal gas will have no forces acting on it and it will have negligible volume. What that means is that it will have no volume, right? And there is no gas that will have no volume. There is no gas without a volume. No matter how small, it must have a volume. So what we're trying to say here is that an ideal gas is that hypothetical gas or that perfect model of gas used to simplify calculations that has no forces and negligible volume, right? So again, an ideal gas is a hypothetical gas that has no forces and has negligible volume, and it is used to simplify what calculations. So once you can put these words in your definition of ideal gas will be correct, right? So again, an ideal gas is a hypothetical gas or a perfect model of gas used to simplify calculations, and usually they have no forces and negligible volume. So the ideal gas equation is PV is equal to nRT. This is the ideal gas equation. This is the equation for an ideal gas. PV is equal to nRT, where your P in this formula stands for the pressure, your V stands for the volume, your N in this formula stands for the number of moles of the gas, your T in this formula stands for the temperature of the gas. And remember, temperature in gas laws is usually measured in what? In Kelvin. It's usually measured in Kelvin. So this is something that you must remember always. Then your arrow in this formula stands for the universal gas constant. And the value is 0.082 atm dmq per Kelvin per mole. This is the value of arrow, which is the universal gas constant. It is a constant, so that means the value does not change, right? So this is basically the major things that you need to know about an ideal gas equation. So first of all, you've got to know the meaning of an ideal gas. That an ideal gas is a hypothetical gas or a perfect model of gas used to simplify calculations, and usually they have no forces and they have negligible volume, right? And the formula for an ideal gas equation is PV is equal to nRT, where your P stands for the pressure, your V stands for volume, your N stands for the number of moles of the gas, R stands for the universal gas constant, and the value is 0.082 atm dmq per Kelvin per mole, and your T stands for temperature, which is usually measured in Kelvin, right? So let's look at this question. We'll continue with this in the next video.